Hello. If you're in the, oh, thank you. Appreciate you guys in the Facebook chat. You understand, do you know the drill? Give me a little sign. Let me know you're there. The chat function is working. Hello, YouTube. Gabriella, hi. How are you? Shayna, hi, babe. Incognito, hello. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? Clearly, we're having a new set for Mindset Monday today. I wanted to be outside. Did not want to be inside today. Hi, guys. Please just let me know if you can hear me okay on the... Yes, breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. Exactly. Shout out to Ralph Smart. Christy says, I'm dedicated. Hell yes, girl. Dina. Dina's texting me from the Facebook mods group, and she says she loves the outfit. I guess we're enough in to address. I hope it's not too loud out here. Dang. The wind chimes are going. Okay, thank you, Charlotte. Appreciate you. Thank you, May. Okay, you guys can't hear me. So, hope everyone's doing okay. Happy Mindset Monday. I know that things have been crazy in the world and stuff, so I hope everyone's safe and happy and healthy and doing their best. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's just get the obvious stuff out of the way. First things first, new merch drop. This is like H to T, guys, okay? I'm in a full Black Moon situation right now. I don't know if can you see Facebook? Okay, good. So I just dropped a new line of this all over Black Moon print. We also have sports bras. Sports bras, back, the little moons on the back. We've got, sorry, I don't mean to just jump on here and start selling, but I'm excited. Obviously, you see the outfit, so we know we're here. We have bathing suits, like one-piece bathing suits with the Black Moon on the front. We also have all over print bathing suits too. See the all over print bathing suit. It's a one piece. And then I'm wearing the pullover hoodie, but there's also a zip up hoodie that you can get with that matches the the pants. Okay. If anyone's interested, I will say I go through Teespring. That's the merch company. The reason I use them is because I had to have the merch table underneath my YouTube video, and that's the company that does it. So that's why I go through Teespring. Eventually, I will have like my own actual merch. And these, if you're wondering about like what they're like, they're kind of like, it's like silky almost. It was like, it's not like dry cotton. It's like kind of like a silky thing. So, you know, it's cool. It feels good. It's not too hot. It feels okay. The joggers run. If you like your joggers baggy, go up a size. If you like them tight, then order your regular size. And the sports bra, I felt ran a little bit small. I wish I would have gone up a size in the sports bra. And then the bathing suits, one pieces are always hard for me because I'm tall and so I have a really long torso. So they're always just like a little uncomfortable for me. So they're not bad though. It actually fit, but maybe I'm just fat right now. I've got my winter pounds going on, but everything is really cute. I was really excited to get it and I'm enjoying it. So this is the one that just dropped on my site, roxytalks.com. But I've also, oh my God, there was 111 people and 11 likes. That was crazy. Okay, anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so this is the newest merch drop. This is on the site now. Oh, fuck, I didn't put it up there. Actually, that's good because there's a sale gonna start on Thursday. I don't have the code for it yet. They're gonna give me the information, but there will be a merch sale starting this Thursday to Sunday. So I say wait for the sale to happen. I'll make sure to put out an email and I'll put it on social media and I'll make a post on YouTube with the merch code. And then I'll have all the stuff on the store, especially this. The bathing suits are on there. But the sports bra's on there, but the all over this thing is not on there yet, but there's a coupon code coming, so you may as well wait. Okay. Anywho, enough about me. How are you guys doing? Okay. Gabriella's boyfriend says, it's not even a black moon. Exactly. And she said, shut up. It doesn't matter. Or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. No, it's funny because I always wonder how many people are thinking that, but guess who cares? Not me. The black moon is an idea. I have a song called Black Moon. That's where it came from, honestly, is because I have a song called Black Moon. And I'm not going to give anything else away besides that, but I do have a song called Black Moon you can check out on YouTube if you'd like. Okay, I'm so sorry. This has all been about me for the last 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay, where are we going to start? So here's the thing, guys, with the Mindset Mondays, I'm going to start I'm really going to be like cherry picking the questions because I end up answering the same things over and over and over again if I just read them in order like I used to. And so it's going to be a little bit different. I just want to be able to, if you're listening back to it, if it's the same question over and over and over, it's frustrating, and it's frustrating for me to answer the same thing over and over. So just so everyone knows, I'm going to be, again, choosing the questions a little more. I've been doing that, but I'm just going to be, just so everyone's aware, I am paying attention to the questions a bit more and not just kind of going in order. Oh, and the glasses everyone's asking, these are from Zenni Optical. They are prescription, so you can get your prescription in there in these cute. I think they have them in other colors as well. Okay. Okay, Kayla says, hi, Roxy. Hi. I suffer from nightmares and worry those bad vibes are mucking up my signal to the universe at night. Is constant daytime monitoring of thoughts enough? Okay, well, honestly, like, I don't know. I don't really know. It's hard to say. Like, I don't know. I'm not a dream expert. I don't, like, what I can say about dreams is that it's at least proof of where your subconscious is at. It's at least, I did take like a college level dream analysis class when I was in college. So we studied Carl Jung, but according to him, your dreams are basically is just your subconscious kind of talking to you. And like, for instance, what are they called? Recurring dreams it's like stuff that you're not paying attention to, that you haven't like heard from your subconscious yet. So what I can say about dreams are that at least it's a representation of like what's kind of going on within you. So if there's a lot of fear going on, I would kind of look at where the fear is in your life, what you're worried about, stressed about, worried about, or I already said that word, worried, stressed, insecure about, doubting, whatever it is. Figure out what's going on there and address that subject while you're awake. And then for me, like scripting every night's a big part of my process, but I would say that it probably would help with dreams just because you're like, I do it as I'm falling asleep. I do it in bed, like on my pillow, like this. And sometimes I'll fall asleep doing it. Most of the time I do fall asleep while I'm doing it. And then just kind of make sure that I'm taking those ideas or at least maybe some of the affirmations, 1 or 2, whatever, with me to bed, so that that's what's soaking in as I'm falling asleep and carrying into my subconscious. So that's what I would suggest for you. Family, yes, we are outside, girl. I had to. I was like, so the reason I was so late today is because we went to Target to do our monthly shopping or whatever. And so I haven't gone out with the mask on yet. And I haven't literally been outside since it's been required. So I was like almost getting like, I was going to pass out because I was just like breathing in carbon monoxide. And I was like starting to get panicky, just like being in the store with a mask on, and I was like all hot because I had to wear a sweatshirt because I hate when I'm cold when I'm shopping, and I was like, I gotta get out of this store. So just like, I don't know, I'm talking about myself again, but yeah, I had to sit outside. I was like, I can't be inside today. I need to just sit outside. Not interested in being cooped up right now. You guys are so sweet. Love you all. Thank you, Facebook group. Appreciate you guys. Oh, someone asked how tall I am. I'm 5'8". I'm not as tall as you, 5'10", but I'm I'm just like a big person. I'm just like always like, if you look at pictures of me with like my model friends, you'll see like I'm wearing flats and they're all wearing heels and we're all like the same size. I'm not that tall, but like, or like, a small heel and they're these giant things and we're all the same height. So I've just always been like a large, I just like take up a lot of space, I think. That's one of my own issues, but let's not talk about it. Hi, Tiff. Okay. Let's see. Dejana says, last month, I hope I'm saying your name right. Please tell me if I'm not. I was supposed to go to Tampa for work, but due to the circumstances, it was canceled. My SP, who is in the same profession, inquired about me going, and we discussed the shows we will see each other at. A lot has changed since the lockdown with things I am not going to affirm, but my heart says it's not over between us. I do wonder, how can I flip the missed opportunity into a positive? Okay, who said it was a missed opportunity? It's just everything's on pause right now, which is good because we're all doing inner work, we're doing introspection, we're focusing on ourselves, we're putting new habits into place. We are making ourselves better people during this time. So if you're not with your SP, good, okay? Because we're working on ourselves and we're becoming the version that we need to be in order to maintain that relationship. Don't forget that you're still working on yourself. If you are at this place where you can't deal with what's going on between you, you're not done, right? You're not done doing the work. We're never done, but you're not there yet. You certainly haven't made it a habit because we're not able to flip the thoughts. We're not doing it diligently enough. If you're having trouble doing it, it's because you're not doing it all the time. If you're just making it a habit to every single time, eventually you will figure it out and your body takes over. So again, that's how I can tell right away if people are doing the work or not, because there's things that you would never say. You just won't utter them. If you're actually doing the work, you realize like, okay, it's all my words. I need to be real careful. We choose our language so carefully. You guys watch me. I actively choose the words I'm selecting because I want to, obviously give you the best information that I can at the time, but also because I'm aware that my language and narration, whether it's out loud or in my head, is constantly perpetuating my world. So when I see someone say it's hard or I'm having trouble, I know immediately that they're not doing the work, because if you were, you wouldn't say that. You would, because it's a manifestation of its own. So whatever issue you already have with the separation between you and your person and distance, arm's length distance stuff, like I would look at what your ideas about love, if you're protecting yourself from getting hurt, because that's usually what kind of happens when we have these long distance relationships. It's generally for most people because somewhere there is this fear of getting hurt or being like uprooted or having the other shoe drop, having the rug pulled out from underneath you. So you protect yourself by subconsciously selecting relationships where people are emotionally unavailable or sometimes physically unavailable, like in your case. And technically it's both, right? Because even if you have that conversation with somebody, when they're not there, there's still that void that you have to fill when they're not around. So anyways, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, so doing the discipline, getting really, 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 really on top of correcting every time you have a doubt or worry. No, I'm not worried about that. We're going to see each other. We're just on pause. This isn't the end. This doesn't mean anything. It's only bringing us closer together. This is only improving my quality of life. Whatever you have to tell yourself, you're launching these every single time you have the doubt. You want to counteract these, because if you let the doubt through, guess what? You're still in your reality. When you slack on letting your doubts through, you stay where you're at. That's why, like, to me, I say, if you're not going to be on top of every single one, why bother doing this? It's just going to frustrate you. You're going to get halfway. You're going to get hot and cold. You're going to get some and none. You're going to get back and forth. You're going to get he's here and then they are here and then we mess it up again or whatever, because it's more than just I'm manifesting my person and we are in a relationship. I feel the wedding ring on my finger. It's your whole awareness constantly, because that's how life is perpetuated. So if you aren't if your thoughts are not on board every single time, guess what? They're on board with your old reality. They have to be. Because they're somewhere. Your thoughts are always somewhere. Something's always happening in here. So if it's not the new reality, and if it's not something good like puppies or waffles, then you can pretty much guess it's going to be your old reality. And again, you're going back to it constantly. Why bother frustrating yourself doing all this work if you're not dedicated to doing all of it? And I'm actually talking about this. Of course, we always do this, but I think it's tomorrow's video. I left my notes upstairs, but I think it's tomorrow's video is about the, I don't know. One of the videos this week, I talk about that very thing. So thank you. Okay. Solo. Okay. I keep manifesting little milestones. I saw my SP again last week after weeks of no contact. Nothing romantic, but let's say nothing romantic yet. And I'm working on friendship first and romance, slow and steady wins the race. Exactly. And then romance. And yes, because hey, you want the lasting relationship. You don't want the quick burn. You want that long-term, here for you, ride or die, always have your back type person. That's what we're doing here, right? We can all get laid, right? It's more than that. We want more than that. So, okay. Sorry, guys. If anything, I can say I'm 100% authentic, right? I can't like shut off what this thing is. It just is. Okay, anyways. Moonchild, love your name, says, hey girl, so my SP is going through pretty bad depression. Is it possible to manifest him getting out of that on my end? Kind of weird question. No, it's not a weird question at all. And it's a great question. And, let's just give you a hand for using your moment of whatever to help someone else. So yes, absolutely, it's possible. Because here's the thing, that everyone's you pushed out, you are manifesting that version of them. Not that you're making them that way or whatever. It's just that whatever story is going on in your mind, whatever generally, I don't like to make assumptions about people's childhoods, but on the other hand, I talk to so many people. Anyways, let me just back that up. If you want to get a session with me, we will break into your thing. And yeah, yes, I do go into the childhood because this is where the patterns start. Okay. So, or at least in the past, right? We have to look at where these things are. So we know why you are manifesting a version of your person who has depression, which guess what that is? That's emotional unavailability. That is arm's length distance, right? Or it can be, we have caretaker, we have chaos, we have love is hard, we have pain. There's so many, actually, I think that is tomorrow's video. I'm talking about these ideas of programming that we all have, and they're the reasons why our patterns keep playing out over and over. That's why I was talking about this question I answered earlier. The patterns, the reason why we're manifesting these things that we get over and over, that's tomorrow's video, so that'll really help you as well. But you must start, you have to be the healthy change in them. You have to, and I mean that up here, you have to only see them. Wow, look at them. They really get it. I'm so happy for them. Wow, they're so healthy. They love themselves so much. They're focusing on self-love. They're dedicating themselves to their own growth and practice or whatever. You want to start creating a language in your mind that describes them only as happy, healthy, whole. Because again, every time you react to their depression, their sadness, their, can I help them? I want to help them. This is so sad. What are they going through? I don't know how, all that stuff. You stay in that reality. So you have to, for their sake, only see them as healthy. They do something that's very sad to you or hurts you to see happen up here. Wow, they're really doing it. I'm so proud of them. They're making so much progress. This is so amazing to see. I love them so much. I'm so proud. Whatever. Again, this has to stay. And when you hear yourself telling the old story, we shut it down and we replace it with a new one. Always, always, always. Okay. And your person is happy, healthy, whole, and so are you. And I'm happy for both of you. Okay, where is my mouse? There it is. Hi, there she is. Okay. May, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. She said, I wonder if there was a turning point in your journey when you saw evidence that these beliefs manifest, / if you had a major shift point of belief. Okay, actually, I will tell you this. So when I first found Law of Attraction, it was The Secret. It was 2011. It was a long time ago. And obviously it changed my life. Obviously it sent me on this trajectory. Clearly that book did a lot for me. But at the same time, I didn't understand the depths of it for a long time till 2019, I think, is when I really started kind of really unpacking and digging deep and also developing my own process. And this is where the 360 came from. So last year I was in a job that like I could have never, like, working for my best friend, working from home. I could have got stuck in that job for the rest of my life. Again, not that it was a bad job. It just wasn't what I wanted to do. And I knew I had to be doing this. And so it was just like killing me every day. So at some point I realized that if I let that job impress on my mind for one more second longer, I was going to stay there. And I couldn't do it anymore. I had no reason to quit, no reason to get fired. Again, I could have been stuck there my whole life. And not that it was a bad thing, but it wasn't what I wanted for myself. So I was just like, okay, no more. This job is nope. Wall like that. I kind of started the energetic condom idea. Like, I am this and I'm separate from this over here. And this is something my body is doing. But in my brain, the work I do is in alignment with my highest calling. The work I do is in alignment with my soul's highest purpose. I'm 100% in control of my life. All of the money that I make comes from my own ideas and products or whatever I would say. Those 4 affirmations were my very first 4 affirmations. And guess what? They all came true. Okay. So this 2019 was the year where I really figured everything out. And I started by making myself think those affirmations during the day, because I was, like I said, I was like, if I let this job impress anymore, it's going to stay in my life. So when I wasn't like literally on a sales call, talking to somebody, being engaged in my job, when I was doing paperwork and doing typing, anything like this that didn't involve speaking to a person, I was on a loop with those affirmations over and over and over and over again. And I was also listening to stuff like this kind of content or meditation music, stuff like that. And I was saturating my mind with only the thoughts that matched up with this lifestyle. The work I do is in alignment with my highest calling or whatever. So I started doing that in like April, I think is when I did that. So I did that for about a full 2 months. And then June 3rd, I don't know if you want a timeline, here it is. June 3rd of 2019, I realized it had been 3 days since I had reacted angrily to something, and that's my trigger is anger. That's my thing is anger. So one of them. Anyways, I hope you guys can hear me over the sirens. They get loud. June 3rd, I hadn't reacted for 3 days. So I said, you know what? It's been 3 days. It's the 3rd of a month. This is easy to follow. Let me see what happens when I go 30 days without letting my anger take over, without letting my anger be the reaction that I choose. And that was the beginning of the catching and flipping. So the feeding myself affirmations started in about April, which led me to the catching and the flipping, which was June. And then that was like that part of that process of really being on top of my thoughts. So I did that from June till forever, right? So I started that in June of last year. Then in July, I finally was able to quit my job. I built, not struggled, but hustled and just like built and just like, I'm really a workaholic, and I'll like throw myself into what I'm doing if I'm passionate about it. So just building. You guys are seeing the efforts of it. Like I put a lot of work into this on the back end before launching the new channel. And I was still doing the old channel during all of this. And then, whatever. So I finally started building and getting everything in place. I started slowly getting clients. I'd have like 3 a month, like not a lot at all. And then there was this shift and things kind of started to gain momentum. I think it happened when I started watching Jake Ducey, honestly. I don't know what it was, something when he started talking about that how can I help 1 million people? That really struck me. I was like, that's what I want. I want that. I want to do that. And so I just started saying it. How can I help 1 million people? How can I help 1 million people? Which led to I'm helping millions of people. I started scripting. This is the last week of September, first week of October. I started scripting. I looked in my notebook. It was like September 29th, excuse me. I started scripting. A leaf fell on my head. Then around the same time I had I'm helping millions of people. Then one day, that was a Sunday. Then like on a Tuesday, I had the realization, this is when the shift happened right here. We're all leading up to it. It was like October 2nd, October 1st, something like that. I realized that I had been describing my business as slow going. I had been describing it as the little engine that could. I was fighting tooth and nail to make this work. I knew it would. I knew it would be successful, but I also thought I was behaving as if it was hard. I was saying that it was hard. I was implying that it was hard. I was acting like it was hard. I was believing that it was hard because other people, right? It's hard to start a business. Says who, right? So then I realized one day, like, what am I doing? Why am I saying that? Why have I been doing this whole time? I realized I was the one keeping it hard, making it hard, keeping it away from me. So I switched that to business is booming, right? I'll never say business is slow. It's hard, anything ever again. Business is booming now for the rest of my life. And then so when I combine businesses booming, I'm helping millions of people, I launched that. And that was just like over and over and over and over and over again. And then 2-3 days later, the new channel launched. Life changed overnight, instantly. And it just hasn't gone back there. So anyway, long story short, what happened here is that I started practicing the idea of the 360. I was doing that for about 4, 5, 6 months. Controlling my thoughts, listening to what I'm doing, controlling my reactions, paying attention. What's Mango doing? Who's she barking at? Let's see what Mango's barking at. So I was doing that for about 4, 5, 6 months, but it was the realization that I was still telling a limiting story. That's what changed everything. And this is why it's so important. Like when you say things like, it's hard. I'm like, you're right. It sure is, because that's where I made the change. I was saying it was hard, and it was. The second I started saying it was easy, business is booming. My business runs itself on autopilot. It does it while I'm sleeping. It's perpetuating itself without me having to do anything. Guess what? That's the truth. And it is because I say it is. So I'm never going to not say that. Why would I ever say it's not? And this is what I want you guys to understand. It is so basic. The sentence you're saying, you're right. That is your life. Your person's depressed, you're right, they are. And they're going to keep being depressed as long as you keep describing them that way and reacting to them. And I'm not saying this in like to attack you or anything. I'm just holding up that mirror. Like, let's read one. Let's see one that we can pick out right here. Okay, here's one. Lydia says, hi, lovely. Any advice on how to stop the pattern of a relationship that is on and off? First things first, tomorrow's video is about patterns. Then she says, I know he will come back, but I want him to stay. Love your channel, love your positive vibe. Right there. What that sentence just said is, I know he'll be back, but will he leave again? Probably. This is why it's so important to work on all of this shit, because even if you manifest your person, guess what? They're leaving because you are telling a story that they're going to have to leave again. And a lot of people have this story of, oh, they always come back. They always come back. I'm like, well, great. But that means they have to leave first. Why put yourself through that? Don't need to have that qualifier on there. They're here to stay. They're always here. They're here for the long haul. We have a super tight bond. This is my ride or die. We're in it for life. This is a life partner, a life choice, a life friend. We are we are here for each other. We're going to be there forever. Have your back forever. Always be by your side. Same reciprocation. Whatever kind of like language you want to just use to describe this, that's what you have to do with that, because the issue with what you're doing and you're manifesting is the fact that you said, I know he'll come back, but I want him to stay. So he has no choice but to leave. He has to. And it's because you silently, subconsciously are like, go, you have to leave. You have to leave so that you can come back. Because I know you're going to come back, but in order for you to come back, you need to GTFO, okay? So, what do we got? And tomorrow's video will help you with their patterns, but that's why right there is another thing. So it's not just, listen guys, here's another thing that's important about this. It's not just the pattern. It's not just the limiting belief that you have. It's the fact that you keep saying it over and over. 2 separate manifestations, okay? If you want to look at it like that, or 2 layers, 2 levels of it. Okay, we have a very nice donation. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Ans. Don't know how to say it. Appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for the donation. Okay. Myra, what can I do if I've taken action and it went wrong? See that big ass snap? Okay. What can I do if I've taken action and it went wrong? How can I still get my manifestation? Okay. First things first, don't decide it went wrong. Like, sorry. What I heard in my head was, that's where you fucked up, was deciding that it went wrong. The fact that you decided it went wrong is why it's wrong, right? It wasn't wrong before that. It was just unfolding. So understand. Okay, so actually Friday's video is about the patience, right? Friday's video is about having patience while your manifestation's unfolding. Ooh, man, this tree above me just like got such beautiful droppings. Who am I? Okay. What went wrong? Nothing went wrong. And so you can still correct this. It's not like done, okay? How can I still get my manifestation? Understand that it's still on its way. If you're still waiting for it, then it's still on its way. Good. If I'm waiting for something, that means something's on its way to me. Great. I like stuff. So we just need to change the way that we're looking at these things and shift our perspective, because the thing is what it is right now. So you either continue to manifest it the way you have it, which is away from you or not fully realized or not the way you want it to go, or you realize that it's doing what it's doing in this very moment either way. So we might as well change our language about it so that we can shift into a reality where it's still working out for us. If it's messed up and how do I get it back? You're in a reality where it's messed up and we don't know if we can ever get it back or get it or whatever. If nothing can be messed up, everything is working out for me. That falls under the category of everything, right? So I guess it is working out for me. Cool, great, everything does. Awesome. Send it away and we're good now, because everything's always working out for you. If it's not here yet, then that means it's still on its way. Awesome, thanks. Change your perspective. And I'm talking, you guys always ask the questions that pertain to the videos of the week. So there'll be more in-depth stuff this week about that kind of topic as well. Okay, I'm gonna take a water break. Actually, sorry, I am gonna take this moment to do a shameless plug. If you're just joining me, you've missed the beginning. This is our new merch drop. All over Black Moon. It's also pants. It's not just, I don't know, I'm trying to show Facebook. It's pants too. It's not just, we're H to T over here, okay? We also have bathing suits, onesies, or one pieces. That's what we used to call them back in the 90s. All over print one suit, or whatever it's called. The belly badge version of the one piece bathing suit. Oh, I'm dropping my hoodie. Sports bra. That's the back of it, obviously. This is the front. Can you imagine like being on the treadmill with this on the front? It's not very sporty. Okay. This is the front of the sports bra with the back, Black Moon, the big one, and then the little one on the back. And the all over print hoodie comes in the zip up form. So just a little bit of tea on the clothes. It's like shiny. It's like silky. It's not as like, I thought it would be like more cottony, but it's actually shiny. It still feels nice. I'm weird about materials and it doesn't give me like the goosebumpies and the weirdness. So it's fine for me. The joggers, if you like them tight, order regular size. If you like them baggy, go up a size. The zip up hoodie seems to be bigger than the pullover hoodie for some reason. And I felt like the sports bra ran a little bit small. I wish I would have gone up a size. Anyways, also, I forgot to put these on the site for today. The bathing suits are, but there is a sale happening on Thursday. I haven't gotten the sale code yet from Teespring, so I don't know what it'll be, but I'll announce it on social media and on YouTube and stuff. So if you want to get like any of this stuff, I would say wait till Thursday for the coupon code to come out, and then I'll make sure it's on the website, or get it now. It's up to you. If money anything, which money anything, right? So get it now. It's up to you guys. But either way, okay. Back to our regular scheduled programming. Okay, what do we have up here? Do we do one up here? Oh yeah, we do one up there. Okay. Let's go with YouTube. Holy shit, there's so many questions. Okay. Okay, Adriana, I like this. I manifested the apartment by always sticking to, oh, shiza. Where did it go? Okay. By always sticking to my standards, as hard as it may be to find, and even after I struggled for a few months, I eventually was offered one that was just as perfect. Same with me in my house. I would not take no for an answer. Here we are. And I bet my landlords are glad that they got someone in here, because they would have been screwed. Okay. Okay, Diana, great question. Do we need to not think about something and completely forget about it for our manifestations to come? Okay, here's the thing with it. You want to not be thinking about the fact that it's not here yet. That's what you need to stop thinking about. If you think about the thing that you want as if it's already here, great. Think about it all day, because your thoughts are replicating. Your awareness is replicating. So if you are aware of the fact that everything is working out for you and you have everything you could ever need and then some, then you keep yourself in a reality where you have everything you could ever need and then some. If you are thinking about the fact that what you have is not here yet, you're wondering where it's at, you're noticing the lack, whatever it is, that's when you run into trouble, and that's when you want to not be thinking about it, because that's just going to keep you in a reality where it's not here. So my advice is I call it cleaning it up, clean it up, clean up the vibration around it, or clean up the idea, meaning, let's say it's a person, we're most common thing, right? It's a person that's not here. So we're noticing lack. We want to clean it up and send it away so that we can stop thinking about it, which is like, you know what? I'm not really worried about it. I know this person loves me. Whatever's happening with this thing going on in the world is just bringing them closer, bringing us closer. It's making our relationship so much better. And I'm just happy for how things are progressing. And I know they're working out in my favor, or whatever. Send it off and distract yourself onto something else. If they come back up on your mind, you must think of them as the version of them that is on board. It's already working out. It's already like, it's their idea. They're the ones pursuing you. They've always had a crush on you, whatever it sounds like in your head. You really need to maintain that story. That's what you want to be going on. If you're not thinking about it all day, that's fine, as long as that's the underlying story. That, like, I don't have to think about money all day to know that it's constantly flowing to me. But if I do think about it, I'm like, hell yeah, money, what's up? You know, like, that's just it. So I don't allow it to have to like take up broke space in my mind. I just don't. I hesitate talking about money because I really don't like to, I don't want to be like braggy. I don't like to come off like I'm flash. Like, I really don't like to have that energy of like, look what I have. But I will say, I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she's been asking me about these stimulus checks. And I was like, I don't even know if, I don't know, Mom. I'm like, I don't even know how I'd find it. Like, I was like, what is it like? What is it listed under? What do you, whoa, like, what does it come out of your bank as? And she's like, I can't believe I'm asking you about $2,400 and you don't know if it went in your bank account. I was like, it's nothing to me anymore, Mom. I was like, it's nothing. Like money comes every single day. It's not like too many deposits. I don't know. I can't tell. And again, and not like I'm trying to brag, but I told her, I was like, I won't ever think a broke thought again. I was like, the reason why I was like that before is because I was thinking that way. I was like, I'm not going to do that. That's why I was so broke. It's not because I was destined for it or, you know, meant to be. I wasn't good enough to have whatever amount of money I wanted. It was because I was constantly thinking about being broke and reacting to money and spending it and paying for things as if it was a deficit. And it's not. It's an opportunity to get more, and I love it. And I'm so thankful that I have it and I can get whatever I want. Great. That's how I feel about money, and that's the only way I will talk or think about it. So again, do I have to think about it all day to have it? Nope. Do I like to think about it? Sure. Do I think about it all day sometimes? Sometimes I'm battling my thoughts, but I don't let them stay. You know, if it's like when we're progressing and we reach new levels, new things to be afraid of, because we didn't know we had no idea it ever existed, so we had no access to the fear of it. Hi, Mangles. Hi, baby. Hi. I love you. I love you. You want to sit on my lap? You want to sit on Mommy's lap? Let me sit on my, okay, never mind. You want to sit on my lap? What? What do you want? What are you doing? What is it? What is it? Come here. She's so ridiculous. What? Come here. Mommy's working. Okay. She's so crazy. Can you sit on my... Ooh. Come on. Come on. Anyways, okay. Look at her. She's such a dingus. Oh my God, I love her so much. Okay. Yeah, whatever, money, anything. Basically, end of story. We just gotta, whatever's on your mind, you think about it in a way that works for you. If it's not on your mind, as long as the idea of it is not that it's somewhere else being not yours or being far away from you or whatever, as long as, even if I'm not thinking about money, I don't really care because it's constantly flowing. I don't even need to think about it for it to constantly flow to me or whatever we're talking about, right? So yeah, there we go. That's, hope that answered your question. Beck, thank you, doll. Appreciate you donating. She says, I manifested the money to pay the bill I was super stressed out about the morning the bill was due, thanks to your teachings. Thank you. Making amazing progress with my SP. Hell yeah, girl. Proud of you. This is, again, it's like your bill being paid and money are not the same things. If you think that you need money in your bank account to do the stuff you want, you're right, you do, right? Like it's a mirror. So if you, I don't care when the money comes for this, it doesn't really matter. I don't care how the bill's going to get paid. It's just going to get paid because all my bills get paid on time. So what am I worried about? Nothing. What's over here? Distraction. Like dwelling on the shit that you don't have is the reason you don't have it. That's as real as it gets right there. And thank you, Beck. Appreciate you. Okay. Okay. Rosanna has success stories, girl. You better. I'm just kidding. Love you. Completely chill. Oh, Chillosaurus Rex is coming, guys. Appreciate you guys. Okay, Luna. Let's see what this says. Hey, Roxy, you said that we manifest guys who are unavailable because of beliefs. I get that, but it was my favorite. What if my SP who loves me won't leave a third party and kids because of family values? How can I change that? I met him before I knew about manifesting and I see my life with him. Okay, so listen, it's you're telling the story that he's stuck in his family with family values. It's just that's your whatever issues that you have that's gonna manifest you having that someone separated from you. Now it's for family values. Like it's just the universe will come. You know how they say the universe continues to shock and delight us. It's the same for negative stuff. It just like we don't know why. Like, oh, you think that's terrible? How about this now? Now it's family values. So it's like without knowing your situation, I can just tell you that the story of the separation is in there. And so things are going to come up that have to keep them away from you. And for this one, it's a wife and kids. Pretty big schism, right? Pretty big chasm, if you will, between you and that person. So I would say you would really want to look at these limiting beliefs because they're escalating. They always do. So I would suggest the SP workshop, honestly, just because I know, like, I go deep on that, and people are uncovering so much stuff going through it. But it just really helps you get to the bottom of that stuff, so you figure out where it's coming from, what it sounds like in your head when it pops up, so that you have somewhere to go in response to it when it happens. These two butterflies. Oh my god. Oh, oh, oh. You guys can't see them, can you? Oh, pretty. Can you see them? No. Okay. Okay. Monique, thank you. I appreciate you, doll. She says, on what you said about not caring, I paid $45 to mail a box today. And I was like, who cares? I can pay that easy. Money always comes. Hell yes, girl. Please, that's all I have to get this thing I'm sending somewhere across the world. I only have to give you $45. Thanks. Take it. Take more. Right? Exactly. The same energy, because either way, the $45 is still the $45. You still have to pay it to mail your package. So you can either pay for it begrudgingly and think about how, oh, $45, all that shit, which doesn't help and just keeps you in a reality where $45 is a problem, which is ridiculous if you really think about it. All the money in the world, $45 is nothing. Or you still pay it and you think, fuck yeah, $45 because now 90's coming my way because every dollar I spend comes back to me twofold, or whatever you want to tell yourself. Now I've got more space in my bank account for money to come in. Thank you. Whatever. Either way, you're still paying the $45. So again, it pays to do this practice, because then you just keep living in a life, in a reality where we don't care. I'll mail 20 boxes at $45. I don't care. Get them where they need to go. Thank you. I'm proud of you, doll. Good job. Okay. Okay, Let's remove this person. Do we not have a moderator today? Nilsa, appreciate you. Looks like your question was retracted, but I appreciate you donating, doll. Let me know if you still have a question to ask. Yeah, where are the mods? I don't know. Also, okay, Amanda. Thanks, baby. We need you. Hi. Okay, Rye. Hi, Rylan. Okay, I'm making you a mod. Thank you, babe. Okay. So what do we got? Lauren, thanks for the kind words. Appreciate you. Rosanna, appreciate you, doll. Love you guys. Okay, Imana says, one of my affirmations. Can you guys hear me? They're doing construction. Shit. How is the sound, guys? Let me know, please. Yeah, the wind chimes are nice, but then now they're doing construction right over here, so it sounds like they're doing stuff. Sound is okay? Okay. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. Okay, so Imana says, one of my affirmations about SP has been, I'm excited to see you soon. Is this creating a distance, or is it living in the end and adapting to the current times? Listen, I like that you asked that, because this is a good example of your interpretation of it mattering, right? So you say, I can't wait to see you soon. Could this put this out in front of you? Potentially, yeah. But are we in a unique position where this is actually acceptable and helps? Knowing like, we could be together. We would be together right this very moment, except government's not letting us. So I know I'm gonna see my person soon. I can't wait. We're both like chomping at the bit to be together. I know he's sweating. I know they're, I didn't mean to assume gender. I know they're ready. I know they're waiting. They can't wait. It's their idea too. We're both just like, just can't wait to be together. So instead of worrying or questioning whether it's good, decide that it is, right? In either way, you can decide that it means whatever it means, because you are the one declaring it. It's your interpretation always anyway. So actually I talked about that as well, about when we're controlling the thoughts, like what kind of approach we can be taking with that. Okay. Can't hear the construction much, but the chimes can be distracting. Well, the chimes are not going anywhere. Sorry. Okay. Sarah Morano says, I think it's easier to stick to one or two LOA coaches because some people mix in limited beliefs. Listen, we all have our own limiting beliefs. We all do. And I think at the end of the day, we're all just trying to figure it out. We're all just seeing what's working. We're talking to our clients. We're using it in our own lives. We're doing the experimentation with you, or at least I am. I'm sure we all are, right? So don't forget that we're people too, you know, and we're just like, for me, I have always been of a counseling nature type. I already studied behavioral science I graduated college in 2008. That was a long time ago. So that's already been on my path, or in my background. Helping people, talking to people, seeing a situation from all sides has always been something I've had the gift of seeing. I don't know how you want to look at it, but for me, like, I started my YouTube channel originally. The old show on the other channel was to document my own journey trying to figure this out. And on that journey, I stumbled upon a process that works. Again, I don't think this is the only way to do this. I don't think it's the end all be all, but it does work. If you do the work, this 100% works. You guys see it. I can't make it up. You're watching it happen. So I don't know what else to say. Like it's just like focus on the process. I have found lately, I was just telling this to Malachi, like I have found so much value in doing the work. Like I'm obsessed with doing the work now, because that's why this channel is so successful. That's why everything that I want is happening for me, because I'm willing to do the work. I don't mind it. I like doing the work. I appreciate that, because what doing the work now is going to do is going to prepare me for something I don't even know about yet. But there's going to be one day where I'm going to use the skills that I'm working on today to my favor. And I know that for a fact, because all of the shit I worked on my whole life, all the random stuff I did, photography, videography, making music videos, performing, public speaking, having a radio show, studying behavioral science, looking into manifesting, sounds all random. It was the perfect, studying business courses, how to market online. All of it was the perfect storm. Social media management, all of it, right? Even modeling, being able to take my thumbnails, all of it, guys. Photoshop, designing my own work. You guys don't understand. Every single thing that I thought was all these random pieces are now why my business is so successful. Because I'm being 100% authentic to myself. I'm doing what makes me happy with the end goal of helping other people. That's the key right there. Now, I will always be fulfilled because I'm doing something that makes me happy, and I'm giving back in the process. We're killing two birds with one stone. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just totally lost my train of thought. I don't know, what are we talking about? Why am I talking about myself again? I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to do that. It's easy. We are, the coaching. Oh, yeah, right. So at the end of the day, for me, I listened to a bunch of coaches too. I watched them all too. I watched all the same ones you guys watch. And they helped me figure out my own personal process, which is what I teach here. And also, my philosophy is figure out what works for you. And so if you are watching a bunch of teachers, listen to what they're saying, practice it, try different things out. Definitely try this process. I'm going to tell you that. This does work. So use this to help discipline your mind, because that's what mine is about. Mine is about disciplining the mind so that we can just manifest automatically. So look into the different things and practice it for yourself. See what works for you, and then just lean into it. That's what I would say. And yeah, don't shy away from information. I think I did that a lot for a long time too. I used to not want to do the work. I used to want to take the easy route. I just wanted it to be done. I just wanted to know it. But now I like doing the work. I like knowing the ins and outs, because I've run this business by myself, and now I'm not running it by myself anymore, but I can do every single solitary piece of it. And that's empowering. You can't take knowledge away, So anyways, build up your own arsenal of information and practices and see what works for you. Apply it to your life. Okay. What does this say? AAR. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. Says, I'm reconciling with my SP and noticing him contacting less and being distant, which is the same pattern that always breaks us up. How do I redirect? Okay, so first of all, tomorrow's video is exactly about that exact thing, but it's the same with anything. When you start to think about what kind of ideas, fears, worries, doubts, insecurities you have leading up to the falling apart of your relationship, because that's where the answers are in your doubts, fears, insecurities, worries about things falling apart. That's what the pattern is right there. So you have to stop yourself from thinking those thoughts every single time you catch them in your mind. That's how you beat that stuff. Replace them with something better. And thank you for donating. And Victoria, thank you so much for donating. I appreciate you. She says, I watched your script like a pro vid. Could you just give me an example with the 3.5 parts? Also, can I script the same thing every day or change it? Okay. So that video I made like 6 months ago. Again, I'm constantly learning and evolving. That was what I did in the beginning of my practice when I was really trying to hammer it in. Right now, I just write a page of good affirmations, things I want my life to be like, things I want to experience, things I am experiencing, the way people treat me, the way money flows to me, how my business runs, what kind of friendships I have, how I feel about myself, how things work out for me from the universe, how my relationship is, business is booming, helping millions of people, money comes every day, stuff like that. So, So give example of 3.5. I honestly, I don't even remember what I put in that video. It's been so long. I've made like 150 videos since then. Not to be rude, but it's just like, whatever it is that I want to experience, past, present, and future, anything that I want for my life, any change I want to make, any way I want to feel about myself, I write a page every night as I'm falling asleep about the way I feel about things. Everything's always working out for me. Thousands of dollars flow to me every single day. Business is booming. I'm helping millions of people. I understand manifesting more and more every day. My clients absolutely love their sessions. My videos are going viral, like stuff like that, you know, just whatever I want to experience, whatever's on my mind that day. And then can you script the same thing every day? I mean, you can. I don't, because I write a page of free association, I couldn't remember what I write if I tried. So I just kind of pen to paper and just like blah, 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 spit it out. But there are things I write every day, like the ones I just said: business booming, helping millions of people, thousands of dollars flow to me every single day, self-manifested billionaire, $100,000 a month, whatever it is. It's just like I'm throwing that stuff in there because that's obviously the reality that I want to be in. And so I am saturating my mind before I go to sleep with those types of thoughts because that's what I want to take to my subconscious. That's my opinion on that. I hope that helps. Soul Cleanse, how do you know you've uprooted a limiting belief? I don't know. I don't know if they're ever uprooted. I think that sometimes they are. You know, there's some things that you can just realize that you were wrong about, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. Other things that are difficult to ignore or forget or whatever, it's just something that you work. It's current moment stuff. This is why this stuff never ends, because doubts are gonna keep coming, I'm guessing, right? Because again, as we ascend into new levels, we have new things to be worried about, new things to lose, new fears. So it's more important that you learn how to deal with them versus what they are. Who cares what they are? They're irrelevant. I'm actually talking more about doubts in this week's videos. You guys always ask questions about the videos coming up, so that's good. Shows that we're on the same wavelength. So how do you know you've uprooted it? It's more important that you knock it out every time it comes up on your mind. That's what you should be asking. Or like, I mean, that's what you should be focusing on is what I mean to say. Stay up after midnight. Thank you, doll. Appreciate you. This tree. Oh gosh. Lauren says, every time Roxy talks, I gain like 20 more affirmations for myself. I have not read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Thank you guys for talking nice about my backyard. Sarah says, when you're thinking about your manifestation, do you think about it in a way that which has already happened, or like it will happen? Thank you. I don't know. I think it's just like moment to moment. Like again, like a big part of my approach is to make it as normal as possible. So it's like whatever's on your mind, you just need to be thinking about it in a way that works for you. So if you're thinking about how something is on its way to you and you can't wait to experience it, great. If you're thinking about how you have something that you want, great. You know, it's like you're telling the story. So I think that it goes moment to moment. Just like sometimes we think about the current moment, sometimes we're thinking about the future. 5 minutes later, you're thinking about yesterday. 5 minutes after that, you're thinking about 10 years ago. 2 minutes later, you're thinking about 20 seconds from now. It's all over the place. And that's why, again, we just control the content that's on our mind. Oh, they're in my hair. Versus trying to constantly think about stuff that's hard for us to think about, if that makes sense. I don't know. Trying to get these things off my lap. Sorry. Okay. Shakira, she says, trying to manifest 2 SPs. I don't know which I want most. Any tips? Okay. Yeah. So, well, let's think about this. So first things first, if you were my client, I would suggest that you make a list of, first off, a list of all of the qualities that you need in a partner. I want this to be neither of them involved. If you're using traits that they have, that's fine. It's more so like, I want a person that does this. If they do it and that's how you know you want a person that does it, fine, but we don't need to put them into the story. So make a list of what you need in a partner. What's going to keep you around for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? What is it that you need to be fulfilled by the person in your life? All the qualities that you're seeking in your person. Then after that, then I would make a list of, I'd make a list of pros and cons about each person. Because you want to know exactly what hurdles you're going to need to climb, or what mountains you're going to need to climb, what hurdles you're going to need to cross or whatever, to rewrite each person, right? Because you're going to have to, I mean, I'm assuming they're not both absolutely perfect, right? I'm assuming there's room for improvement on both sides. So yeah, I would list out pros and cons for each person. And then, yeah, look at what it is that you're going to need to change. What beliefs are you going to have to change for each person? And then you're going to be looking at your own limiting beliefs and your own kind of situation too, so that you're not mucking up the situation with whatever it is that you have going on in there too. Not saying that, not that you have whatever, but you know, we all have something. So, you know, we're all doing something. So you might as well just be clear on what it is that you're bringing to the table as well. And then I would just start, you know, going best case scenario. You know, honestly, what I would do is clean up my vibration about both people, rewrite them into the way that I want them both to be separately. This person's like this person's like this. The person I'm manifesting into my life, the relationship I'm going to be in is like this. This is what's important, is here, this like centerpiece. This is what relationships, the kind of relationships that come to me. I always attract people who provide me with these blah, 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 blah. And you have good feelings about him, good feelings about him. Now you can allow either one to come through and fill that space. So I would take it from there and say, honestly, I'm excited to let the universe handle which one it is, or show me who it is. I'm really excited to see how this unfolds. If you want to be hands off about it, or you can do those exercises and really contemplate how much work is involved on either side and what you're willing to do, what you're capable of doing. But it's really up to you. So I would just start kind of brainstorming and getting clear on what it is that you want, so you know what you're manifesting and you have a game plan going forward. Jessica says, hi, Roxy. Trying to manifest has me feeling so anxious and depressed, even small stuff, so I stopped. I feel so depressed now. How do I get control of my emotions? They seem to have so much power. Thanks. So one thing you're going to have to do is learn to separate your feelings from your thoughts. If your body feels what it feels, fine, but you don't need to attach meaning and decide what that means for you. Decide that you're bad, decide that you have depression, decide that things are hard, wallow in your feelings. If you feel that way, fine, let your body feel it and purge the feelings, but we don't want to attach definitions and meanings and, you know, stress, or however you want to look at it, to any of your emotions that are not good. You know, if it's a good emotion you're feeling, great, take it and run with it. But if it's a bad emotion, cut the thoughts away from it immediately the second you start feeling it, and just launch into everything's fine, I'm okay, we're all good here, things are okay, I'm fine, I can do this. Counting, chanting, whatever it is that you can do to kind of keep your mind off of it, affirmations or whatever. I find that saying things like, if it's like anxiety, for example, everything's fine, I'm okay, we're all good, everything's fine, it's okay, we're fine, and we're okay, I'm okay, it's fine. Stuff like that, I usually just repeat that over and over until it's gone. And then you can go back to your regularly scheduled thinking. Well, focus thinking about stuff that we want only. Aquarius says, Roxy, do you think everyone can sing? Do I answer this as a singer or a manifestation coach? And then Emmy says, yes, I would like to know that too. If you think you are a terrible singer but change your mindset about it, can you be a good singer? All right, here's the way I think about this. You have to be willing to do the work regardless. So even good singers, even Beyonce has vocal coaches, okay? So you just deciding that you have a good voice, that's great. But if you actually want to be a good singer, like you still need to take lessons or you know, coaching. So if you think about it, I have a great voice. I'm a great singer. I have a great voice. I can sing. People love listening to my voice. They love how I sound. They get excited when I'm going to sing. People ask me to sing. People are moved when I'm singing, blah, blah, blah. Turn all those, you know, those affirmations to your mind or whatever. Put those affirmations into your programming. And then that should and probably would lead you to figuring out how to actually sing and doing it right. And you know, building up your technique and skill, because like I'm naturally inclined as a singer, but I'm not naturally inclined as like a basketball player. But if I practice basketball every day, I'd probably be pretty good at it, right? Just because I'm doing it every day. Now, because I'm naturally inclined as a singer, practicing every day is going to make me even better than the average person who doesn't have the natural inclination. But that doesn't mean that you can't figure out like the technicalities of it and learn how to work your vocal cords, right? Like, so, do I think everyone can sing? I mean, I've seen people that didn't really know how to do anything take lessons and then like, you know, have a decent voice. So yeah, why not? Why not? Maritza, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate you. She says, hello, how can I ignore my current reality to manifest what I want to happen in my life? Thank you. Well, okay, I do have several videos on this, so I would say definitely check those out. So it's, you know, more in-depth, you know, talk, at least probably half an hour to 45 minutes of me talking about that subject. So I would definitely say check those out. But, and this week's video I have, maybe Thursday's video, I don't remember which video it is. Thursday, probably something like that. There's a video about ignoring what's in front of you. But basically, yeah, so I don't want to go too much into it because I do have a video about it. But it's like, I've said this before, it's the same way you can look at a pineapple or look at an apple and think of a pineapple. The same way that we decide what people are saying, and I kind of talk about this in the video. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but you know, we choose to interpret what people say to us all the time. And we act like it's really hard to do, but you do it constantly. Like someone says something to you that you think is offensive and they're just like, no, I just meant the sky was blue. And you're like, well, I'm colorblind and that's rude. Like that's triggering. That's fucking disrespectful or whatever. The crazy shit people say, like just because someone opens their mouth and says a word, now it's a problem for other people. So hold on, back up. Everybody only has nice things to say. We have great community here. So how can I ignore my current reality? So you want to be controlling the narrative. You need to understand that what you're witnessing in front of you is just a manifestation. It's just evidence of where your thoughts were. And if you keep reacting to that reality, it's evidence of where your thoughts are and will continue to be. And so you must work very hard at understanding that whatever it is that you're looking at does not mean that what's coming next for you is bad, isn't what you want, like whatever, however that sounds in your mind, you need to realize that it's the expectation of things not working out, or the fear, or the reacting to what you have, that perpetuates it and causes you to have more. So keeping that in mind when you're going throughout your life and realizing, like, you know what, this isn't even real. I don't need to react to that. That's not my life. Practicing that. It's a practice, honestly. Like, I get good at it because I do it all day, every single day. I never take days off. I always pay attention to how I'm reacting and describing my world and narrating what's going on in my life. I'm always conscious of it. So my best advice to you is always the same. Awareness and discipline. It always boils down to that. What's on your mind, and are you shutting it down and replacing it with something better if it doesn't match the reality you want to move into? And thank you. I appreciate the donation. Can you manifest multiple things at once? Yeah, you are right now. We're all manifesting in every single moment of every day. Somebody right above you asked, can say something you manifested. This house, I did a video about it. Fully consciously manifested this house. And just in the nick of time, because I would have been in such a horrible position where I was at during this thing right now. It really was a lifesaver, honestly. Honestly, I have to say something because this is on my mind, and I'm just going to be bothered by it if I don't say anything about it. And I really try not to talk about my own personal situation with money, again, because I don't want to be braggadocious. I don't want to come off as money hungry or anything like that, because I'm not that kind of a person. I'm a hard worker. I believe in myself and what I do. I know what I have to offer is valuable, and I know my value, and I charge for what I do. You're right, because first things first, I used to give it away for free. Guess what? People don't take advice when it's free. And maybe that's my own manifestation, but I was doing pro bono stuff for a long time before I was charging people. And let me tell you, we have way more amazing results from charging people than giving it to people for free. Okay. When you invest in yourself, you make a commitment to making yourself better. And if you have a problem with investing in yourself, I can tell you right now, that's a problem. That's an issue why your life is going to suck, because you don't see the value in putting a couple of pieces of paper to the overall bettering of your entire existence. Okay. Coaches have coaches. The best athletes in the world have the best coaches in the world. The best artists in the world, Beyonce, they have vocal coaches. Like I was just saying, they have coaches. Coaching is an incredible gift to give to yourself. And if you have a problem paying for it, then you need to look at why you are allowing those thoughts to stand in the way of you working on yourself, because that's really what it is. We're projecting our feelings about, you have this, or you're doing this, you're bragging about this, whatever it is. Be careful that you're not putting your own insecurities onto your situation and like cutting your nose off to spite your face, thinking that it's wrong for someone to charge for advice. No, it's not wrong. Because guess what? I give so much value for free, and I'm happy to do it. And I still do it every single week, every day, 5 days a week. I'm here for you guys, free value. So damn right I charge for my personal time. You're damn right I do. And I'm proud to. I'm proud to, because I have something of value to offer the world. I'm helping people. The cost to talk to me is so much less in comparison to the rest of your life working out for you, that if you don't see that, then, that shows me where you're at in your life. And it's not a judgment on you. I just had to say it because I'm reacting to my 3D world. I totally understand that. But I'm also a human being working on my process. And I work on my triggers every single day. And so here we are in the midst of it right now. Again, you guys see my process. I don't hide anything. I'm completely transparent. And this is it. I have to say something so that I have my own peace of mind, knowing that at least I spoke my piece about it. If you have a problem with people charging for advice, I have 150 free videos for you, and I welcome you to watch them, and I hope that you gain some insight, and I love you all. Okay? What's next? Autumn says, Autumn, your name is Autumn Hicks, but every time I see your name, I'm like, Abraham Hicks? Like, Abraham Hicks is commenting? She says, Autumn Hicks. Every time I have, sorry, these are loud. Okay. Every time I have a negative thought, I can hear you in my head saying, turn that shit around. LOL. Yes, girl, and I would too. If you were in real life, I'd be like, don't you even. Oh, Seth Rogen says the admin hates him. Is this real Seth Rogen? Hi, Sethy. How did I end up here? What's going on here? What the hell is this? Who is this person? I'm sure Seth Rogen has a more clever YouTube name than that. Can I get a better eyesight by changing my thoughts? You know, I really hope so, because I've been telling myself that lately. Like, I was just thinking yesterday, like, am I affirming my bad eyesight every single time I put on my glasses? These are the things I think about. Am I affirming my bad eyesight every time I put on my glasses? Because then if I take them off, I'm definitely affirming my bad eyesight, because I'm squinting and I'm just like, what the hell is that? I can't see, right? That's the thoughts going through my head. So at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, right, you should be able to. If we can manifest anything, if that's possible, then of course, but you have to be able to believe it, of course. It has to be right to you. So, you know, it's your own kind of, idea, your own definition. If you think so, then yeah, right? Has to. We have to be able to manifest anything. Dina says, coaching is one of the biggest and best ways you can show and love yourself, in my opinion. Invest in your life. It's worth every penny. It really is. I invest in my life. I pay for coaching too. I don't see anything wrong with it. Actually, no, I don't. No, the opposite. If there's somebody that has advice that I want, and they're speaking to millions of people, they're speaking to thousands of people, and they have that message and I want to speak to them, damn right, I'll pay money for them. Hell yes. How much can I pay you? Can I pay you double? Please. I'd love to. I'd love to pay your rates. I'd be happy to. Because money always comes, right? We can't be thinking that it's hard to pay for something. That's not going to help us. Dorina says, can I manifest someone chasing me but not dating, or is that needy? Ha ha ha. Well, I mean, it's needy if you think it is, right? I mean, it's up to you. You can have whatever you want. People chase me, but then at the same time, like, when I hear that, that scares me, because we don't want people actually chasing you, right? And I've done this before, where I was telling this to a client the other day. When I was first starting to when I was trying to quit my job and I was trying to get this thing rolling, I kept saying something like, I have clients beating down my door to work for me. I have clients, knocking on my door. I have clients lined up around the block to talk to me. And I would visualize looking out my window and seeing a line of people out front. And then one day I looked out my window and there was a fucking guy looking in my window, and he was looking at my cat. But I was like doing my work, and I looked up and I just see him, and I was like, what the fuck? All loud, because it scared me. And then he heard me, and he just walked all fast. And I had that familiarity feeling of, when a manifestation comes and you're like, oh, that's my manifestation. I had that familiarity feeling of like, I've been visualizing people out my window. And so I actually, now that I'm saying this story, that's one of those moments where I realized, like, ooh, I need to be really careful with what I'm doing here. So be careful. You're saying they're dying to meet me. They're dying to see me. Don't say that stuff. Careful with the language. People are always chasing me. Fuck no, no one chases me. Please don't, so you can imply things like, I always have like really amazing, attractive, kind, and respectful people interested in me. Like, I always have people that are awesome crushing on me. It's really great. Something like that like can shape the language a little bit so that it's weird. It's like, I don't know the line between like literal language and the idea. Again, I'm not the expert. I'm not the thing doing the manifesting. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out with you guys, but just be careful. Here's another example. Business is booming. I'm helping millions of people. That made my business boom and caused me to work, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So be careful with it, because this stuff is really powerful. So be really deliberate about what it exactly is that you want when you're doing this. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Sandra, okay, she says, yes, I have to be careful too. I changed my affirmations to, I always attract respectful men. Good to hear that. Glad to hear that. Okay, I'm gonna do 3 more questions. Let's do a Facebook. So she says, how to stay positive when you're not seeing any evidence in your manifestation? I know everything is working out behind the scenes, but is it possible to ask for signs? Okay. Is it possible to ask for signs? Of course, you just did. So yeah, but needing signs is not the kind of energy that is going to be, how do I want to say this? Needing a sign to know that it's coming is not the same as I already know it's coming. And I see signs all the time. I don't need them, but I see them. It's cool, whatever. Different energy, right? So if you want signs, great, you have them now. If your person's on their way, you want your person to work out, great, it's working out right now. So make sure you're changing your language to describe a situation where they can't stop thinking about being with you right now, and that's it. They want to be with you right now. Everything is working out for you, of course. And I guess I'm just assuming that it's a person. I apologize. And instead of asking for signs, I see signs all the time. Doesn't really, yeah, of course my manifestations are coming. You see what I'm saying? It's like a different energy. It's like you can intend for signs and say that you get them. But again, a sign is just its own manifestation. So it doesn't, putting the need to see a sign to believe it is, again, just showing that you don't believe it. So belief is not necessarily required. I think it's more so like, do you shift the thoughts? Do you tell yourself what you need to hear every single time you have it, so that you are constantly shifting into the reality where you already do have it? Eventually you will believe it. We brainwash ourselves all the time. We make ourselves believe lies all the time. So again, more so important in my perspective that you tell the story constantly than you worry about what you believe and stuff like that, and seeing signs, because the signs are just irrelevant, really. All right, 2 more. More live streams outside? Yeah, totally. Layla, is changing beliefs enough to heal a past trauma? I don't know. It's all you. It's all individual. I would say just in general, dealing with the emotions is definitely the way to go, because if the story of the trauma and the pain is still there, you're still going to manifest instances to feel pain and trauma in your life. So, and if the wounds are still there, like, I tell people, if you're manifesting, if you have a gunshot wound, let's say if you have a gunshot wound, you're going to make decisions way differently than if you didn't. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Your thought process is going to be different. So think about it like that with your trauma, is like you're manifesting with an open wound. So do you have to fix it to manifest? No, you're doing it right now. Will it help you to mend the wound before you try to kind of like build on top of it? Probably. So that would be my advice, is to just start going in and dealing with it and looking at things in a different way. Forgiving yourself or forgiving the situation that happened to you, whatever it is. I would say that it probably would behoove you to really actually deal with the issue than to just put a Band-Aid over it. But that's my personal opinion. It's not that you can't, of course. Hey, it's Jay. I like this comment. It says, I think the biggest thing that Roxy teaches that so many people miss is it's always you. You create everything. So when you ask, can I do X? Why not? You've created everything else thus far. Thank you. Yeah, you're asking, like, what are you asking me for? What do you need my permission for? I don't care. Can you? That's the real question. I don't know. Can you? You tell me. Can I tend to know if my manifestation is unfolding? Yeah. So instead, I know my manifestation is unfolding. My manifestations constantly are always unfolding, because they are. I mean, your life is unfolding and your life is a manifestation. So therefore, manifestations are always unfolding. So yeah, my manifestations are always unfolding. Everything is happening for me. It's coming. It's on its way. I'm seeing evidence every day. I see new manifestations every single day, stuff like that. Angeles, what prolongs a manifestation from coming? Questioning, doubting, worrying, fearing, doing worst case scenario prepping, noticing lack, noticing absence, feeling bad for yourself, wallowing in your depression, reacting to every little thing that's not going exactly the way you think it is, deciding things are wrong, deciding things are messed up, all of your limiting beliefs. Like, it's so much. Just your language alone, telling the story about how it's not really here. I don't even have time to list them off. It's constant. And again, what does it boil down to? Awareness and discipline. What are you saying in any given moment? Did you just describe your situation as not here yet again? Or should I say not here, right? Not here again. It's still not here. Where is it? It's not here. Where is it? Why isn't it here? Because you keep saying that over and over. So there are so many things that prolong your manifestations, guys. Again, this is why figure out what the hell you're saying to yourself all day long and then stop saying it. That's it. I can't, how much easier can I make it? Honestly, like I know that sounded bitchy, but that's just the way I talk. But literally, how much more plain can I say it is what you say it is? I don't mean that as a euphemism. I don't mean that to be cute. I mean it in the most literal, basic. This is the shortest amount of letters in the English language that I could find to describe it. Any single question anybody has, it is what you say it is. Why is it like this? Because you keep saying it's that. Can you do this? I don't know. Can you? I don't, like, you guys have your own answers. I'm just trying to like hold up a mirror for you, but it's all within you. Okay, last question. You guys are entertaining. Oh, fudge. The one day I didn't wear like liquid lipstick, it'd get all over my dang hoodie. I don't know what I want to answer last. I don't like being begged to answer a question. Sorry. I don't like being begged to do anything. I don't like being told to do anything. If someone tells me, like, if you want me to do something, tell me to do the exact opposite, because I cannot stand people telling me what to do. We're all working on our issues, guys. We're working on them together. Okay, this is a good question I haven't answered before. Elena says, can you speak about how, for example, if you're arguing with someone in the 3D, does this matter to a manifestation? Okay. Great question. This is one of those areas where I always talk about your truth. The truth of what you're actually saying and experiencing and living and manifesting comes out in arguments, okay? So, and it also comes out when we're gossiping with our friends, when you're unloading, when you're venting, that's the real truth. So just a side note, if you're venting daily, I can tell you right now, that's a problem, because you're just keeping yourself you're just perpetuating your reality with a lot of like fervor and emotion. So what was your question again? Can you speak about how to arguing with someone in the 3D, how does that matter with your manifestation? So if you're arguing with somebody, first things first, the fact that you're arguing means that you're not controlling the narrative up here, right? You're allowing what they do to trigger you, and you're reacting. So there's one thing, you're reacting right now, okay? If you're arguing, you're 100% reacting. You're not just like, whatever, man. 2, when you're reacting, you want to be really careful of what's going on up here, because this definition of your situation is what's manifesting. So if you're having an argument with somebody, like you're going through you're heated, you're angry, you're on edge. Like for me, I have a wish a motherfucker would type of attitude, right? So like, that's not good. Sometimes I do wish a motherfucker would, but at the end of the day, do I really wish a motherfucker would? Probably not. I'm not really in the mood. But like sometimes I am. But my point is, you're not manifesting good stuff for yourself in those moments. You know, your mind is not, everything is fine and everything's working out for me if you're reacting. I mean, if you can master keeping your mind like, I don't care what happens here, this is always going to work out for me, which I definitely do that. It helps, but it's not like you're empowered when you're arguing with somebody, because you're really just arguing with yourself, right? You're arguing with your own thoughts, worries, insecurities, beliefs, annoyances, doubts, any of it. It's really just you arguing with yourself. So really think about the emotions and the ideas that run through your mind when you're arguing with somebody. It's not, because you're also creating. You're never not creating. So if you're arguing with somebody, you're creating more instances to feel strife and anguish and anger and irritation and impatience or whatever it is that's going on in your mind. So don't forget that the creative process never turns off. The manifesting never, ever, 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 ever turns off. So you have to be conscious of that. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're also manifesting. So be real careful. Careful what you say, careful what you're thinking, careful how you react, careful how you're narrating your life in every single moment, because it is perpetuating, and you will continue to live out that life that you are describing in your head. Okay, so that's going to be it for questions today. If you want the brand new merch, H to T Black Moon, I'm going to go upstairs and add it to the site right now. I forgot to do that, but I will say there is a coupon code coming out Thursday. So if you're interested in getting a discount, wait till Thursday. I haven't gotten the code yet from the company, so I don't know what it is. So that'll be out on Thursday. The sale runs like Thursday to Sunday. So if you want to get any of the new merch, we have sports bras. They run a little bit small. We have onesies, one-piece bathing suits. Forgot Facebook can't see. And I have the pullover hoodie. I also have it in zip. The zip is a little bit, I felt like the zip was bigger than the pullover, and the joggers, they're kind of like, they're like tight ones. So if you like your joggers tight, get your regular size. If you like them baggy, go up a size for sure. The SP workshop is up and running. Everybody is loving it. We're having amazing results. And oh God, I have so much stuff falling in my hair from this tree. Amazing results from people, people getting their SP back, people getting like just random checks in the mail, just all kinds of stuff. So I know it's working for people. They're having great progress, great breakthroughs. You can sign up for the SP workshop at my website, roxytalks.com. That's also where the merch is. Merch discount sale coming Thursday through Sunday. Stay tuned for the code. I don't have it yet. Also, I guess I can tease it. My 30 days of alignment challenge, which was my very first, like the first thing I ever created, for this business and to like help people, it just got a complete facelift. We're also turning it into an automated thing. And this one's going to be different than the SP course. This one's actually going to be kind of cool because it's going to be a daily video. So you get 30 videos, and each day I break down my feelings and thoughts about the 30 days and kind of give you a pep talk. So you watch it in the morning, ideally watch it in the morning, start your day, keep that stuff on your mind. And then you have that 30 days, me kind of coaching you through it. And I've updated the 30 days of alignment because when I went back to do this, I realized how completely out of date it was. Like half of it, I'm like, I don't even do that anymore. So the 30 days of alignment is getting completely updated. The free version will still remain, but then you'll be able to actually have me like walk you through it for 30 days, 30 videos. If you want to, and I think we're doing it for 77 during the lockdown because we want to put it on sale for that too. So that'll be out probably sometime this month, but we're getting it online right now. So SP workshop is running. Manifest a specific person. If you have limiting beliefs, if you have doubts, if you have patterns you're trying to get at, this will help you. And it definitely is designed to uncover that stuff and get to the bottom of it. That's available at my website. Also one-on-one coaching, merch, sale coming on Thursday, and new, and my album Frequencies is out, which you can stream for free. It will be on iTunes and Spotify soon. Right now it's just streaming on SoundCloud. And then you can purchase the extended cut if you want like longer tracks. You can purchase that on my website, and then you can just download it to your phone or whatever, your computer. And I think that's it. The videos this week are identify like why your patterns are, why patterns. That's the best way I can articulate it. Patience. Having patience during the manifestation process, like the unfolding process, that's one of them, impatience. Controlling those thoughts in the 3D circumstances. We kind of talked about that on here. That's a whole video. And then I don't remember what the other one is. But either way, it's going to be great. Of course, they always are. And is the workshop shadow work? You know what? That's a good question. You could call it that. It definitely has that element. Like we dig deep because we need to know where these things are. If you have a big plot of land and we know that some weeds grow like over there and over there all the time and it messes up our garden or whatever, then I just know that I'm going to survey my land every now and then. If I see a weed popping up, I'm going to take my weed whacker over there and just zap it right out real fast. But if I ignore that plot of land and I just let those weeds grow, pretty soon I have a bigger problem on my hands. So this is why we look into the past. It definitely makes you go deep into your shit and look at what it is that's within you that's causing you to manifest what you are manifesting. So if you are looking for answers within whether or not you're manifesting a person or not, it will help you. And it really is like that, more oriented towards uncovering your own problems and issues than actually manifesting a person, because the person is a byproduct. The person will come through naturally when you get all of the stuff dealt with. So that's why it's a big focus on getting the stuff dealt with. And it helps you implement the new practice and making this your habit so that this is a lifestyle and not just, I manifested a person one time. And then it could also, if you don't deal with those problems, they pop back up again and they come back and sabotage your relationship and you're back at square one. So it's better to just do the work now, get this stuff out of the way, get these ideas onto paper, out of your mind, so that you know exactly what it is that you're manifesting for yourself and why, where these thoughts are located, and how to knock them out every single time they come up on your mind. If you're interested in that, then definitely take the SP workshop, because it is really invaluable for that kind of stuff. Even Rylan, my assistant, who like put all the videos together, she just emailed me today. She's like, I'm gonna go back in and take the course as a student again because it's just so valuable. And she was like taking it while she was editing the videos too. So she's just like, I'm just gonna go back in and take it again. I need to go in. I want to do that. I want to do the limiting beliefs exercises because I know there's more in there that we're still working on. So even me definitely would be of value. I should do that when I have some time. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for letting me ramble at you today. I hope you're all doing great. Big blob. Rox, shadow work is a big thing for me. I'm gonna have to sign up because I think it'll be helpful for hidden beliefs. Listen, I don't like to sell. That's the job I was doing before I started this. So I don't sell. I'm like, this is what I have. If you want it, like these are the benefits of it. But like, that's it. I'm not gonna try to hard sell anybody on anything. Will it help you? Yeah, it will. I'm confident in the product that I put together because I know how much work and time and care went into it. So I know it'll help you. So if you're on the fence, just do it. Just get it out of the way because we have this time and like life might start opening up again. So this is a prime time to hammer these habits in before you're out into the regular world again and have to behave like a regular human being again. So anyways, sirens, that's my cue. I love you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day, quarantine, life, everything. Stay focused in your new reality. You can do this. Nothing is in your way. Nothing is stopping you. Nothing is impossible for you. It just takes awareness and dedication. You must be aware of what's going on in your mind, and you must be willing to shut it down in the moment every single time if it doesn't match the reality you would like to live in. Okay? I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.